This is just a continuation of exercise 602, error in measurement. The last thing that we need to cover in this exercise is how to work out the percentage error. Now, the percentage error is the absolute error over your measurement times 100%, okay? We've already worked out how to do absolute error, so we'll be just taking the error over the measurement times 100%. Our first example, just going to do one example here from exercise 6.02. We're looking at question 8 from that example, and it says a truck weighs 2.3 tonnes. What is the percentage error correct to 2 decimal places of this measurement? The measurement is 2.3 tonnes. That's the actual measurement. What's the absolute error? Remember, there's 2 steps to find the absolute error. First, we look at the smallest unit in that measurement. What's the smallest unit in that measurement? Like, you know how it's 2.3 tonnes? What would be the next thing I could say? What would be the next reading? No, 2.3 tonnes is to 1... yes, the smallest unit is 0.1 tonnes. How do I know that? See, this is 2.3, not 2.4, not 2.2. Do you get it? It's going up by 0.1s. So that's the smallest unit. So when you work out absolute error, there's a couple of steps. First, you need to know the smallest unit. Remember, if you're reading 2.3 tonnes and it's not 2.4 tonnes or it's not 2.2 tonnes, do you know what I do next? How do we decide that it's 2.3 tonnes? It's not 2.4 and it's not 2.2. What would that reading be between? Yeah. So the actual reading, if 2.3 is my reading, it actually lies between 2.25 and 2.35. But I don't write that. That's not what the question's asking. Isn't it a half a unit down and a half a unit up that could be the error? So the absolute error, so when you're working out absolute error, the first step, step 1 in working out absolute error, is to write down what your smallest unit is, and it's 0.1 tonne of a tonne. Step 2 is your absolute error. It's plus or minus a half of 0.1 tonnes. What's half of 0.1? Plus or minus, sorry. What's a half of 0.1? Yeah, 0.05. So that's the error. The question is not asking you where does the measurement lie between. We did that earlier. If I asked you what does the measurement lie between, you know it's between 2.25 and 2.35, right? But I want the percentage absolute error, so the percentage, sorry. So therefore, I know I'm off screen. So the percentage error is the absolute error over your measurement times 100%. So the absolute error, you don't need to put plus or minus. It's just 0.05 over, what's the actual measurement? What does this truck weigh? This is a small truck, by the way, girls. 2.3 times 100%. You don't put the percent button into your calculator. You just go 0.05 divided by 2.3 times 100. So far, we had worked out how to work out the absolute error. We knew how to do that. The extra step to find percentage error is to put the absolute error over the measurement times 100%. Okay? So what percentage of that measurement could be error? That's what it's asking you. Does anyone have an answer for that, please? 2%, exactly? So 5 divided by 2.3 times 100 is 2.17 what? Yeah, it was 2.173, etc. So to 2 decimal places, it's 2.17%. 2 decimal places. So just writing here the rule for absolute error. The absolute error is plus or minus half of the smallest unit. The smallest unit is 0.1, so it's plus or minus half of 0.1, which is plus or minus 0.05. In other words, it could be 0.05 over your measurement or 0.05 below your measurement.